This is the test of the sound. Sound test 1, 2, 3. Look at that. It's Sunday. You and I have finally made it to the weekend. Welcome to the Wild Dog Arcade. I'm Ed.
And I'm Gary.
And boy, do we have an amazing game to share with you tonight. What happened?
I don't know. Looks like we lost the lights.
Oh, boy.
But the cameras are still working. So,
yeah, that's weird.
Maybe we tripped a breaker. So let me go check that.
Okay, sounds good.
There, I think I got it.
Okay, it looks like we're back. Gary, why are you a wild dog?
What? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I know what happened. I got the portal gun hooked to that circuit, so I guess when I turned it back on, we went to a new dimension where we're animals.
Wait a minute, I'm a fox now, but my arms are too short to play pinball.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe. But I do know it's like I always wanted a third arm to hit the action button on the game. I can just use my tail.
Oh my God, you're right. Woo!
Well, this will definitely be interesting, so I guess let's go play some pinball.
All right, let's do it. If you had any help there. There's a lot to remember and unpack in this game for sure. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. I was almost doing that whole skit verbatim back there. We have to turn the mics on at some point so we can hear echo in stereo,
yeah.
You know?
Ed's repeating his lines.
Yes. Anyhow, welcome to the Wild Dog Arcade. I am Ed.
And I am Gary.
Yes, and tonight, Alien Pinball strikes again, and the fear of hearts of many men and women and non-binary alike. I don't know. Anyhow, there is a lot of scariness in Alien Pinball, and we're excited to play it tonight, and glad you can join us. We've got some news also, some interesting tidbits of news. We'll start off with Stern Pinball. They have released a new making of Dungeons and Dragons Tyrant's Eye making of video. So basically how they put the pinball machine together, what's the process like.
Designing it, engineering it, and stuff like that. So it's all, that's up on YouTube. So
Yep. Hey there, Firewing, how's it going? Pinball Brothers also shared some new video of the Predator pinball machine. Gary watched it and sort of went, eh.
No, it's just more video of the gameplay, showing different modes and things like that. So
there wasn't a huge amount of newness to it, I guess, but showing more and more modes. So it's cool.
More info.
More info is always good to allow me to want to buy the game. Absolutely. And then other news, Dutch Pinball is coming to U.S. The Adventures in Wonderland
have been arriving in the U.S.
Yes, this is the first batch of Dutch Pinball's game, not to be confused with the other $1,000 one that everyone's
this
talking
is
about.
Dutch Pinball exclusive, which DPX, the exclusive division of Dutch Pinball.
Mm-hmm.
No idea why they're bothering to do that, but hey, you know.
You do you, you know.
Yeah.
The distributor of Great American Pinball, or that specific distributor, just shared a post on social media showing 2 Alice machines arriving at its warehouse. So excited to hear that. Hopefully you get to, if you've ordered one, you'll get yours soon.
Or hopefully some end up on location to where you can actually get to play them.
Yeah, that would be cool. And then finally, new games are being announced for the multi-morphic P3 machine.
Yeah, so basically, a third party has engineered a game for the modules. But here's the kicker: it's a third party game, uses existing modules, but it is compatible with multiple different versions of their modules. So you don't have to have the one module it was designed for. So if you got Lexi's Lightspeed, Cannon Lagoon, Cosmic Kart Racing, Heist, Weird Al, Drain, Final Resistance, or The Princess Bride, this game will actually work with any of those modules, which is kind of cool. This is, I think, the first one that they have done that with. Usually they were module specific, but not this one. So they must have made code adjustments or whatever based on the number of switches and things that are in shots.
Yeah, so it's a great idea, great concept. It's going to offer a lot of opportunities for those of us that haven't bought one yet to consider getting one.
Yeah. So what is the name of this particular game?
Let's see. I'm excited about the title of the newest game, Steelbound. The game is a very unique mixture of role-playing and pinball. You take control of a protagonist just finishing high school on the cusp of a series of important decisions that alter the course of their life. As you navigate through the world, you may encounter and befriend a variety of characters, each with their own struggles that you can help them overcome. Steelbound is compatible with 8 different playfield modules. The entire game can be completed in a single playfield, but swapping modules allows you to meet and experience more of the game. So,
okay. So they have different bits and pieces of that game with different modules.
Yeah.
So that's how they're adjusting the gameplay based on what module you have in your machine at that time.
Interesting, yeah. So you even have a variety of mini games on top of that too. So you get to play things like darts and bowling and miniature golf with pinball, obviously, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weird Al has a pinball machine.
Yeah, multimorphic. It's on their P3 system, and that's the game console that has 2/3 of the lower playfield is an interactive video screen. It uses a laser grid to track the balls, and then the physical parts of the pinball are kind of at the upper part of the playfield. And those modules are swappable, so the mechanic part of the game can go in and out, and you can play different games. So one base system, a bunch of different modules, you can have multiple games. You don't have to have the same space requirements. If you had 5 modules, you don't have to have 5 physical games. You can store the modules somewhere and swap them in and out. They're apparently pretty easy to swap out. They're designed for that. So
yeah, they haven't really been on location firing. I've only seen one in my entire time going to pinball places and stuff.
They don't. People have tried them on location. They're not exactly tailored, designed, or engineered for the kind
use
of
and abuse that
Yeah, it's definitely more of a home-based type of game.
Right.
So
a variation of Baby Pac-Man, sort of.
Not really. It's pinball, but it's got an interactive screen that's the playfield.
Think of the screen as part of the game itself, because Baby Pac-Man Pinball, the pinball game kind of pauses and ends, and then you start playing the video game, whereas this integrates the whole thing into it.
So if you got the normal playfield, the playfield itself, 2/3 of that is a video screen, and the ball goes across it and goes up into the mechanical parts, which are at the top. So it is like a hybrid video pinball game.
It's pretty cool.
But it's not separate ones. And given the fact they've got a laser tracking system, it can do ball tracking and stuff, so it knows where it's going and what it's doing, and it could change elements of that screen to track with the ball based on what's going on. So it's kind of a neat system. Just it is a fairly complicated system and tailored more for the home market.
Right. I don't know why slow mode was off.
Yeah, just it's Multimorphic is the name of the company.
There we go.
So
good. Now we're not on slow mode. I don't know why it was on slow mode earlier. Oh, this room is not in slow mode. Okay, I don't know. Sorry,
Oh.
I'm fussing with the Twitch
Oh
here.
no, Seribot turns it off.
Okay,
so, yeah.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Bally's Pinball 2000.
No.
No.
This is not.
It's a bit different.
It's a bit different.
You'll have to watch and
Yeah.
kind of see.
Yeah,
know.
you can go search YouTube for that, or Multimorphic is the name of the company,
Right.
And you'll be able to see all the games that they offer, modules that they offer, because
Yeah.
they have one base engineered system, and the different modules come with a different program that change what the video assets on the screen and what it does. So.
Yeah. But there you go. It's pretty cool stuff. All right. I think that's all we got for the news.
Yeah, I think it's time to play some Alien Pinball.
Let's do it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay. All right. Hello, hello. You made it midway through the week. Oh,
The Meek?
The week.
Yeah.
Now I can't talk anymore. Now we're in trouble. But yeah, we made it through halfway through the week. And
We have to talk.
we have to talk. Yes, we will. As we play Alien Pinball. I hope we get to play Predator soon, but there's a good chance we may not get to play that till October because we're going to the Pinball Expo convention.
Get hot.
We're looking forward to that for sure,
Assholes and elbows.
as well as that. Hopefully avoiding all of the assholes instead. No. All right. Hey, look. Well, at least it landed there that time.
Yeah.
That was convenient. The last game I had played when we warmed up, it was completely missing all of that. There we go. A lot of unique shots, a lot of fun things going on in this game. Great callouts, awesome art,
Time granted.
weapons, part of the game mechanic. It's good stuff.
All right, people, move it.
Let's move it. Move it, move it. Hopefully your week is going well. It was a little easier to get to work in the beginning of the week because a lot of people are taking an extended 4th of July weekend. I've noticed anyway. Oh, they made it. Cool. But not here. No rest for the wicked here.
All right.
I'm missing everything, aren't I? Okay, I got that. So,
Destroyed.
okay, good. Now we're in phase 2 of this mode. Oops. Oh! Yeah, well.
Well,
I wasn't doing
That's
too good
it.
in that one. I've ruined everything. You failed. Definitely want to play Dune again, too. Again, kind of reminds me of sort of the feel and stuff with Dune Pinball. No. Because I heard the new code update's really fun. There we go. Oh. Trying to bounce around, and there we go. Oh, that was weird. And center post, thank you. Oh, I got a rejection there.
yeah, you still got to hit the right ramp
Yeah.
to qualify the mode.
Okay. Oh, hey,
Hey, Red
Red
Lancer.
Lancer.
How you doing?
Thank you so much for the 100 bits. How you doing? Oh, I missed it. That was a close call. Yeah, definitely appreciate that.
Complete APC.
Oh, you're locked. Okay, so I got qualified now. Gotta get a little sooner on that. There we go.
AP
Well,
70
okay.
handgun.
I got a handgun out
Yeah.
at least.
Well, Firewing, don't know, but Pinball Brothers,
go.
who acquired
Got it.
this game from Defunct Highway, is doing the Predator Pinball, so it's the same company. Maybe they'll have an AVP third game in the trilogy.
That's kind of what I'm hoping too. Sort of similar to King Kong and Godzilla. Hopefully there's a King Kong versus Godzilla pin at some point. Because that was brought up with during the press release thing we were at. Like, we can do that, right? So we'll see. A lot of it's up in the air.
It's all about licensing,
Yeah.
because they have to license that separately.
Yeah. Ooh, I bet to do that somehow.
2
2 xenomorphs remaining. I kind of want to get through the mode if I can help it. There we go. Ah, almost had it. I can't get in the center. Come on. Damn, dude. And in the center.
You're hitting like every post.
I know, I'm hitting every post. It's not what I want to do, obviously.
Yeah, ramp.
There, we'll just do
They mostly
that.
come at night, mostly.
When in doubt, just start another mode. There's a movie called Destroy All Monsters where it was Godzilla versus all the monsters. Oh, really? Was that animated or real life? Oh, maybe it was animated or real life. I'm trying to remember. Was it in Japan? Didn't they make that one in Japan or something? And like it only came out in Japan or something like that? Because I know there might be some of those out there still to this day that haven't had actually a U.S. official release. That's a Godzilla themed movie. Oh my god, why am I missing this so many times? I know, I'm thinking about it too hard, that's why.
Hey, TiVo it is. How are you doing today? You wish Pinbot could get
There we
digital
go.
licensing again. Ah, yes, they had that Pinbot out there. I mean, if you're a little bit computer savvy, you can look up VPin Hub. I think it's vpinhub.net, which will take you to the Discord. And Visual Pinball is all open source freeware, and they have basically, it's all reproductions of old games, and Pinbot is one of those, so you can play it digitally. It's totally open source because it's pinball preservation, because none of the software can be charged for.
Well, that sucked balls. I'm not hitting anything. Oh well. Oh, yeah, there, TiVo. Oh. Yeah, and who was it that owns a lot of the Williams properties right now?
Oh, it's Planetary Pinball Service
Yeah.
owns everything.
Right. So there's that they have to kind of negotiate with too.
So if you're a little bit computer savvy, you can go to that website that'll link you to the Discord, and there's all sorts of information on how-tos and all sorts of different pinballs. You can build cabinets, you can run them on desktops. It's definitely a good resource if you're wanting to do some virtual pinball. And some of the recreations that the hobbyists have been doing are absolutely amazing looking. Ah, okay, cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because Pinbot originally, wasn't that like a Windows, like baked-in Windows
Yep.
game?
Yep. That's why a lot of people remember Space Cadet. Yeah.
And they had what, the Getaway, High Speed 2, the Getaway as well,
Oh,
right?
I got it good.
and control.
Voodoo, no idea, because it's a privately held company.
Oh. There we go.
Yeah, Visual Pinball does not run a 3D rendering, but they actually are using 3D rendering to produce a lot of the assets of it. But that community is also working on, because currently they're on VP10, VPX is what the current version of it is called. They are working on VPE, which will be the next generation of it, and it's actually using a Unity engine, and it's going to be fully 3D rendered. So the test stuff that I've seen looks really cool.
Oh well. That was my warm up, I guess. No.
The NES Pinbot.
Some of you may have figured out we're not home yet.
Oh, huh. First time I played pinball. Okay. Cool. NES. Yeah, that's what I grew up with. NES all the time.
BP70
Any day of the week. That was-
Firewing, basically, it's an information service, but it's mostly there to point you to their Discord. And in their Discord, you can find how-tos for everything, whether it's the visual pinball, future pinball. There's a whole bunch of other virtual stuff. Allows you to give information on how to build a physical V-pin cabinet if you want to do that. We have one of those that we made.
There we go.
But it gets you all of the resources for that, because it's all open source, so a lot of it'll be on GitHub that you have to download the software, how to set it up, how to use real DMDs, things like that. So, but yeah, it's like if you're interested in virtual pinball, that community also runs a lot of tournaments, and including FX tournaments and stuff like that.
Oh.
So it's a big inclusive community for the virtual pinball, all kinds of virtual pinball. Even if you're just using some of the commercial packages.
Got it.
No, it is not, because the software has been developing for 15, 20 odd years, and it's all homegrown forum, hobbyist-based software. It's all open source, so a lot of it's in repositories on like GitHub and stuff like that. But there's people that write bits and pieces of it to like run a real DMD, run the controller packages with for the button controls. Basically, they run off of a Windows PC.
Mystery ready at Vent 1.
Yeah, it's definitely whether you're wanting the visual pinball or not, it's a good place to go if you're into visual pinball or virtual pinball in general.
To enable mission.
Visual pinball is just one software.
Oh,
2 xenomorphs remain.
okay.
Yeah, those are face huggers on the slingshots. They're actually attached to the slingshot mechanism.
There we go.
So when the slingshot fires, the face huggers move. So both on the left and the right. I have there are a total of 4 face huggers in there. The two bottom ones came with the game. The other 2 I have on a light mod that's on the back of them. So,
That's it.
Yeah, thanks for joining the Discord there, Tivo.
yeah, the right one's a little bit better lit. Yeah. One of our ambient lights is over on that side.
Vent 1.
We have to light this game up pretty well because it's actually very aesthetically very dark. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't see anything.
Sleeper revived.
No, it's literally external lighting.
Damn.
Yeah, if I turned off, we've got frame rail lighting that's for streaming. We have 3 different overhead lights to light up the play fields better, so they show up on camera. But if I turned all those off, you would just mostly see the insert. You wouldn't see the wall or anything else in this game.
Thank you, muscle memory. Again, thank you, muscle memory. Come on, you two. Ooh, look at that. Little nudge, a little helper. Want a little help?
All right. Yep. Well, thank you for joining our Discord there, TiVo. We do talk pinball news, rumors, game room stuff. So, mostly focused around the real pinball aspect of it.
Got it.
Anything?
On to Sentry Guns. How well
The
VPN works.
VPN works on Pinball FX. Pinball FX, I think there is a way to get Pinball FX running on an actual virtual cabinet. I don't run it on ours. I only run visual pinball because I do not have mine connected to the internet. Because the visual pinball, given the fact that it's a lot of forum designed software, Windows updates tend to break it. And also that also lets me run without like firewalls and Windows Defender, so I can have the computer run a lot more lean. So I only load up software for it through thumb drives.
Damn. No.
I mean, aesthetically, this one looks really cool. I find it in a dimly lit room. I find it hard to actually play this game because, you know, older eyes.
Older eye.
Yep.
Oh, fart.
Oh.
That sucked. Meow, meow. Only heard it twice.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what the forum team does with the Unity-based visual pinball that they're working on. Because that is fully 3D rendered. They call it, I think they call it VPE. And in that, if you went to that VPin Hub forum, Discord, I think there's a channel for VPE.
Wayland and Utani inlanes required.
Oh, crap. Oh, hello, backspin.
Physics-wise, it's actually gotten really good. There's been a lot of work done on
Let's
some of the later
settle
games.
down.
They actually play really well. They actually, to me, they play a little more like real physical
Oh,
pinball
fuck's
than the
sakes,
FX
man.
stuff. FX I still find a little like video gamey on the way the physics work. The visual pinball guys have been striving to design it to feel more like a pinball because most of those guys are big pinball enthusiasts, real and virtual.
Let's go, people. They ain't paying us by the hour.
Yeah.
At some point, my software is out of date on our pin cab. I need to get an entire couple of days in a row to update all of the software on it so I can run the later tables.
Extended.
And then we do want to stream that again. We have done that in the past. We haven't done it lately. Because every time I think I got it updated, then they're like, oh, we released the new version of Visual
Yeah.
Pinball, and now all these guys are designing their games to work with only the latest.
It's so hard to keep up.
It is really hard to keep up. You know, because we do have multiple hobbies here with real physical pinball, streaming,
There we
and all
go.
that. So, and we're working on our own homebrew physical pinball machine.
That was close. Yeah, there's so many
Books,
projects.
writing a novel.
Yeah.
A lot going on over here at the Wild Dog Arcade.
Almost too much. Oh, crap.
On top of real work, paying work.
The signs are real low, but they ain't there.
Can I do anything? I don't really know. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay, take it over.
BP-70 handgun.
That's it, man.
Alright, I'll forfeit this turn and go outside real quick. I'm just not feeling it at this very moment.
Yeah, it's bricking it up.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll be right back.
we'll restart it.
So you may have
All right,
figured
I'm
out
gonna start with the aliens modes. So basically, you've got 10 different regular modes, alien and aliens. When you select one at the beginning, because you can choose between which movie you start with, you have to play all of one movie before it moves on to the next, and then there are 5 multi-balls that go along this. I don't know anything about the Mac. That VPin hub is probably the best place to find that out. We run Windows on everything, and I believe most of those guys are working in Windows.
Assholes
But there's
and
probably a way to run it on Mac, but you might have to run like a virtual machine.
Let's go, hit 'em out. Get hot. Get on the ready line,
I'm
ready?
trying to hit blue targets here.
All right, gear up.
Oh, got a bad bounce.
How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
You secure that shit, Hudson.
Yeah, everything I build here or do work on here is Windows. All of my engineering software I use on a daily basis at work is all Windows-based software. Oh, I missed. Missed again. So I'm trying to get the airlock lit, which is you hit the left and the right ramp, which then feeds it through the in lanes. The in lanes are actually the trigger, but it's easiest to hit the ramps. And then that lights the airlock, and that'll let you start your mode.
Hypersleep lock qualified. Mission qualified.
Morning, Mother.
Yeah, we've been doing the physical pinball since about 2014. I built a V-pin cabinet because we had limited space, so I built that so we could have games that we didn't necessarily want to own, but it was nice to have and play once in a while. Also, there's a lot of classic games that just don't exist in the wild, so I built that as kind of a partner to all the physical games.
Steady, people.
And when I set that thing up, that was the days before the V-pin Hub Discord. There was like 2 or 3
Nobody touch nothing.
virtual pinball sites. VP Forums and VP Universe are the only 2 that are left out of all of them. Digital version of this table, I don't know if there is, because this is a highway. A lot of the stuff that's been recreated are older ROM-based games. If there is a recreation, if it's a new game, somebody has spent the time to try to code in essentially a tribute to it.
Here we go. That's how I felt last game. I was screaming inside my head. No, that's okay. It's been a while since we played this game, and
It's been a month.
that flew on by.
Well, we got Kong, so then there was, and
Right.
so we were playing
Doubling
that a
up on
bunch.
days, I'm sure too. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right.
All right, now airlock to start.
Why is the channel like? It's all stretched and
Oh,
there's less stuff.
I moved stuff really quick. Don't worry
Oh,
about
yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go.
it. All right.
Burn those eggs. We don't care how much
All right.
they are.
This one wants you to hit up into the pop bumpers, and you do that by the left or right orbits.
Pinball Brothers, Tebow.
Yeah. So this game has a kind of an interesting history. So first of all, this game was designed and engineered by a company named Highway Pinball, but they actually shortly after release of this game, they went bankrupt, and then Pinball Brothers formed a company and acquired the rights and assets of Highway, and started remaking this game again.
Yep. Hey there, amiga. How you doing?
1 xenomorph.
Or Cammy. I'll do both.
Vent 1 initiates UA 571C.
We're doing okay.
Got a hypersleep lock.
I couldn't find the shots when I started the game off tonight, but that's okay. Gary's gonna do this game justice now. Got it. Nice. Yeah, Pinball Brothers weren't specifically Highway, but one of the folks from Highway, I believe, or one of the investors from Highway.
Yeah, some of the guys behind Pinball Brothers had invested in Highway and lost money.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't know if, I don't know all the details of, did they, as part of compensation, did they get the assets?
I believe that was something that was mentioned on a podcast some time ago when we learned about Pinball Brothers. Oh, nice nudging, dude.
Oh, of course.
Oh, then you just had it going. Oh, at least you got the ball.
What do you mean me?
Just kidding. Oh, so it's my fault, huh?
Blaming me.
Oh, I'll blame Pinball then. How's that? Everything that's going wrong in the world today is Pinball's fault.
No, Pinball helps us escape that.
True. Unless it's RPG pinball. That sounds intense. That new board coming out through Multimorphic. That sounds interesting. I wonder how they're going to handle that.
You knew what?
The Spellbound, you know, the RPG pinball game.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a software package, so it doesn't require a module per se.
Oh, that's even better. Which
Yeah.
factory was this particular machine made in? Pinball Brothers. I think they have a I think they made this one in Italy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So Pinball Brothers themselves, the main company is based out of Sweden,
sweet.
but they got a joint venture with another Italian company called Pedretti Gaming for a factory in Italy. So Italy has actually quite a bit of history in making pinball machines.
Yeah. Two-part question answer. Yeah, we're doing all right. Lots of projects, keeping busy. I've had kind of a busy summer thus far. I've had to reschedule so many assessments. It's been ridiculous. At work, I mean. I'm getting everything ready, and then parents call off at the last second, and then we keep pushing it down, keep kicking the can down the road, and still rescheduling it. So it's a lot of Tetris pieces moving around in a weird way. I don't mind the Tetris pieces.
Yeah, Cammy. The Euro Pinball Corp is their joint venture, and it is the same place that Predator is made. That's also where Funhouse remakes are being made, and then Pedretti's supposed to be announcing sometime their next remake, and that'll be out of that same factory.
Okay.
Oh. I'm hoping they're doing Tales of the Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
As the next remake.
Right. You're getting kind of that over here in my village. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the world. Whether it's pinball or real life, right? It's always challenging to make that adjustment in one way or another. What's the theme in pinball that you really want to see, Gary? Something uplifting, right?
Futurama.
All right, let's do it.
mean-
Let's make Futurama. I know it's got to be a virtual pin somewhere. Someone's got to make a fan one.
Donkey Kong's made that one,
Oh,
remember?
there it is. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. See, it's been so long since we played our virtual pin because we have to update it so much that it's so easy to lose track. And the other thing that's kind of annoying too is it's time consuming when you do have to do the updates.
Yeah.
Because
you got to get the base software all working, and then you got to make sure that the front end to select the games has got that. You need to update the tables to newer versions, add in new ones. Yeah, it's just a little bit cumbersome since it is all homegrown software. It's not like it's not like a single executable that does everything for you like a PC game.
Yeah, but that being said, it's great having those games. Honestly, it is got the drawbacks. You guys messed with Data East version of Jurassic Park Pinball or Williams Adams Family Pinball. We actually had a Data East version.
We used to own that one.
We used to own that one for about, I want to say, 4 or 5 years or something
like that. Yeah.
And the thing is, with Data East games, if you're looking to buy your own machine, let's say, you got to make sure to be okay and prepared to make repairs.
Yeah.
That particular brand of pinball machines, in that era, 90s in particular, they're just not...
Oh, they were meant to be disposable games. After locations got done with them, they got thrown away.
And you bought one too, Cammy. Okay. Yeah, I forgot you had that then. It's a fun game. I 100% enjoyed it. I'm really happy that we had it. It was a lot of fun when we played it. But Gary will be the first to tell you he's not in line to buy another Data East again.
Yeah, I got tired of repairing classic games. This is why we don't have very many classics anymore.
Right.
It was great having them, but...
Yeah, Amiga's not prepared for the repairs, almost. Yeah, fortunately it's getting a little easier nowadays for the amount of resources and people that are willing to help out available.
Well, thankfully, there's a lot of reproduction parts for a lot
That
of these
too.
games these days, electronics-wise, so it's a lot easier. 10 years ago, there wasn't as much, so you ended up fixing the circuit boards and things when you had problems. But it's gotten so popular again that things are just being remade. There's people offering like electronic boards that are improved over the originals that fix flaws in them and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. First pinball I ever experienced, 5 multi-ball and the Dadius Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For me, it was that and having
Okay.
a smart
Finding Jonesy.
Like
All
you
right.
could save yourself from ending your ball by, launching the smart missile at the right time. All right, we got Jonesy, Gary.
I found Jonesy already once. Ooh.
Just like a classic car, you need the whole garage for it. Yeah, you kind of do. You need a lot of space to have all the parts kind of around, to have the
All right,
parts on hand.
where's Jonesy going?
Yeah,
All right, straight up the middle. Boom. All right.
we'll have to show you around our place. That's
Got
the
it.
point. You
Found
got it.
Jonesy.
Nicely done. We'll get to show
Yeah,
you.
Jonesy is an orange light turns up. He meows and then he moves one, and you gotta like keep track of where he moved to because then the light goes away, and you have to adjust really quickly if he moves again.
Pinball never dies is right. There's always a will and a way, especially with pinball, Tebow.
Ooh.
Hey there, Pat. Oh,
Ooh,
how the hell did you get that
slap
one, Gary?
save. No.
Aw.
But then it got it back.
Those are the absolute worst things in pinball because you're just like, oh my god, I did it. It's amazing. I just did the cool. Oh. Like, rain on my parade, why don't you? You're just done with the full moon circle. Oh, really?
That was
a meditation. All right, cool. I'm glad I was successful. My jar.
Ripley, we have to talk.
all right. I admit,
It was a fun mode, and then it just went.
yeah.
You've lost
That's
contact
all right,
with
though,
the
Cammy.
colony
Well,
on
I think he's talking about the
426.
kitty one. I got
Right,
through
right.
that one, but then it was the next one.
I would
So,
like you there as an
I started with those before. I'll start with those. I had made it through all of the Aliens movie ones, and I was working on the second one.
Oh, so you were doing good. Way better than.
My score was garbage.
Maybe that was my problem. I didn't realize how far I was actually going, and I look over and I'm looking at my score, going, "Huh?" I did all that for nothing.
Yeah, progress doesn't always mean big points. You have
No.
to complete your modes. You have to get multi-balls going and do really well on them, and get all the other playfield modifiers and things to get that.
Yeah. The weird part was though, Gary, I heard the extra life or free game knocker go off,
Morning.
and then I still looked up on my score and went, "That's not
Additional time.
high."
It's not very high, yeah.
Oh well. So we're shooting orbits on this mode.
Yep.
We'll have to talk about the weapons too once Gary banks a whole bunch of weapons and what they do. They're kind of cool part of the game mechanic in this game, in my opinion, because you can decide when to use those weapons and so forth. I guess they sort of
come
have
on.
in Mandalorian too, kind of think of it. But either way, I
Nope.
like their version of it. You
No.
think I should save up for Predator? Asked Cam. I would say definitely play it first before considering any purchases.
It's an expensive game, so
It is. It's got a lot of neat toys on it, and I like the features on it. They've done a really good job, thinking about the details and all of that.
but
The gameplay, I don't know yet.
that might be a little bit different because she's Australia, so
There's that. I don't
Yeah,
really know. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to play a game at a con, because I don't know how often you travel or if you can travel to conventions and things like that. But I would certainly wait and play if you can first, and maybe wait and see what other people have to say first too. Especially if you trust someone's opinion on it.
yeah.
Can you just say, Pat, Culver's cheese curds are just real good mozzarella sticks?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, they're kind of plain, yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time since Gary and I have had cheese curds. We really haven't had them since Minnesota, really.
Yeah.
And we have access to Wisconsin, obviously, being close to it while being in Minnesota. So we would just go hop, skip away over to the border of Wisconsin and actually go, and there was like a cheese farm situation
first junction.
going on. And it had the best cheese curds you've had.
Oh,
ever.
my God.
Ooh, that was not good.
Wow. I whiffed it. I was trying to hit this 2 shot over there. and I whiffed it so bad it went right in the out lane.
Dope. Oh, yeah, well, that's good, Cammy. You never travel, I never have a chance to play anything. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're sort of lucky here in Michigan where we're kind of in pinball's, ground zero almost.
Yeah. I mean, first impressions, it looks like a fun game, but with the tariff pricing, and by the time you pay all the shipping here, it's almost $12,500 US. It doesn't look quite, to me, like a $12,500 game. So
Right. I will look that up, Voodoo. How you doing? Was it Don's Little Barn Festival Foods? No, I don't think so.
The what?
Trying to figure out the name of the cheese place that was on the border of Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah. Well, you had to go through Stillwater.
Stillwater. Okay.
Well, you go through Stillwater.
Right, you go through it.
And
Okay.
then it's like 20, 30 minutes
All right, hold on.
from Wisconsin,
Okay.
from Stillwater. So I don't know
Okay.
what the name of the road, I don't know what the highway number is.
That thing's gonna eat through the goddamn hall. Come on.
Yeah, the only thing I can suggest, Voodoo, is look up Stillwater, Minnesota, and cheese places near there. I don't honestly remember the exact name either, but there's some gold to be found, especially the cheese birds category. Yeah, you forgot that. Yeah. Well, Wisconsin and cheese and everything. Cheeseheads with Packers, all of that. Nelson Creamery in Nelson, Wisconsin. That might be it, Voodoo.
Yeah.
I think it was Nelson, actually. I think you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it, to be 100% honest.
But Nelson sounds familiar to me.
Yeah. It's basically on the same highway that goes out of Stillwater.
Yeah.
So.
It was a pretty rough drive. I love that area, too. Really great area. Yeah, I have a feeling it'll be a thrilling game to play. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how we've always felt. We've always felt as intense and as focused on playing Alien that you could really get it just wrapped up in the game and really feel immersed in the whole setup. I mean, that's kind of what I've always enjoyed about Alien. Gary earlier was commenting on not being able to see the game when it started. That's kind of the downside when we had early code and there was a lot less light involved. But I kind of liked the ambiance of it. It was just nothing I've ever done before is play a pinball machine and get scared. Or at least feel like, there's an alien queen hiding in the shadows or something. So I'm kind of hoping that vibe is the same as it is with Predator. Roll Nuclear Annihilation, that's the table, that's the one that's the killer, like this one. Yeah, we have that actual pin. It's behind my shoulder right here, actually. 10,000 to 15,000 just seems like normal pricing, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes and no. It's creeping up there, obviously, the premium version of the game, but you can still buy a Stern Pro version of it for $7,000. And content-wise, kind of reminds me more like the content of a Stern Pro-ish.
Okay.
That's my comparison on the pricing.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, pricing's sort of relative because
Everything's stupidly expensive.
right, it's all haywire. Cats and dogs living together. It's mass hysteria, right? Yeah, if you live in the U.S., yeah. If you have the means to be able to play it and get one, yeah, please do. I don't look at pinball the same way as I ever did until we bought that pin. And there's two reasons. One, how fast it is to play on a TNA, and how amazing the soundtrack was to play the game along with it in the first place. First game, I really had a huge adrenaline rush, and then it was like, okay, now I think pinball is really good and fun. That was amazing, Carrie.
All right, using.
Now he's using all his weapons with his knee because there's a start button that lets you use the weapons. And there we go.
56 smart drive.
Yeah, Sterns seem to hold up fairly well, whether it's home use or not. In particular, whenever you see pinball machines on location, chances are it's a Stern too.
Yeah, I mean, new ones.
Right.
And people still have a lot of the Williams games were very well built, so that's why they're still around to this day. But yeah, Stearns, a lot of operators won't buy any of the other boutique ones because of durability issues.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the boutique ones are probably way better for home use.
They're just not designed for the use and abuse and the constant plays. I think that's just the problem.
Stearns had a lot of time to figure out how to make their mechanical bits last.
Yeah.
Oh!
That was a good rebound there. Yeah, because if you think about it, we're playing a game that has a metal ball that bashes everything, so it almost takes a huge feat of engineering to be able to, you know.
Oh! That was just a misflip on
Make
my
sure it
part.
doesn't fall apart. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happened with Highway Pinball's version of Alien.
Boutique is most every other company other than Stern, to be honest. Specialized. They just don't do the volume that Stern does. The only one that probably borders on not boutique, maybe, is Jersey Jack. But,
maybe they're trying
but
to.
they're trying to, but they're also the most expensive company almost on the market.
And they're still not reliable, in my opinion, either.
Yeah, that's why you don't see a lot of Jersey Jack machines on location.
Right.
They are definitely targeted towards the home market on that. But Stern is really the only non-boutique manufacturer. Everybody else, their volume-wise, they're still considered boutique. Even Spooky.
I mean, even American Pinball, right?
Well, yeah. Barrels of Fun. They're all pretty low.
Boutique.
You know, yeah, definitely. Turner Pinball, Pinball Brothers. Yeah.
Here's a simple definition of boutique: an expensive toy.
Well, technically, even Stearns, it's an expensive toy.
Yes, I agree, but more expensive toy.
Yeah. Well, Bally Midway was like a big. You know, they made a lot more than just pinball machines. But as far as they're no longer making pinball machines. They sold off the rights to all the assets to Planetary Pinball. So they're not making anything. They were not a boutique manufacturer because they made video games, slot machines, lots of other electromechanical devices.
Yeah, which probably helped them stay alive because they're now Bally is only making.
Well, that's why they dropped.
Yeah.
They dropped the Midway and Williams pinball machines. Because they went all in on slot machines.
Yep.
All right, I'll be right back.
Alrighty, I will continue and hopefully do better. No, I know I will do better. I must believe. It's more about not thinking about it too hard, and then eventually it just comes out fine, play-wise. That's usually how it goes. Okay, cool. Okay, good. We're gonna recover. We're gonna do it. There we go. Oh, I'm doing the thing again where I'm hitting the post instead of the shots. That's okay. Yeah, they're still rad, absolutely. They made a lot of great games, whether it was pinball or not, as well. I was hoping that they would survive because, Mortal Kombat kind of only lasted so long, or at least for Midway anyway. And they had some great concepts for games in general. Mace was an interesting one that I thought was unique. But the arcades were also kind of dying out, and so Midway kind of didn't really know what else to do. I guess they just couldn't put out enough games for other systems and things like that, relying too heavily on arcades, and I had a feeling that was part of what did them in. Oh, okay. I thought it would, grab it, but I guess it bounced off of its tongue. DD's one. Hold on, I'll read chat here in a moment. I got a multiple going here. Alright, here we go. No, don't do it. I believe in you. It's been revived. Oh crap. There. Oh, there's a shot there. Oh, I got it. Woohoo! Got the Super Jackpot shot. Gotta go to the airlock now. I'm in the airlock now. Got that, whatever that was. Come on, you two. Must be a big fan of the band.
Raise 20 meters.
Oh, nuts. Good. Thank you, center post. Nuts. Oh, there goes that. Maybe one of them was saved. Maybe I'll do this once. Oops, I did late. A little late. Had a chance, 3 chances, in fact, and I missed it on every one. That's okay. I at least got it once. All right. Oop. That was dangerous. So was that. Here, let's stop and take a breath. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I think those classic tables are great, but I'm happy to play them on the virtual. Yeah, spend the money in the game for %. Yeah, exactly. Support the current creators, you know. I think that's the best way to keep the industry going. Yeah, yeah. I mean, for sure, virtual also plays a good role in kind of helping you decide what it is that you even like about pinball layouts and stuff in general, and what you look for in themes. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you know, it definitely helps not only the creators out, but the industry itself, and you know, the real pinball machines are also fun. All right, now I need to hit a shot. There we go. And now we do a mode beginning. And that's how you do airlock and start the mode after doing that and that ramp shot stuffs. Here we go. No. Whoa. That was a little bit of a panic one, but hey. I got out of it. That's all that mattered. There we go.
I'm at the first junction.
Okay.
Morning, Mother.
I got that shot. I think I must have got the 2, so I have the 3 lit.
Open the hatch to the third
Okay.
junction.
Let's see if I can do something here. Oh, well, I did what I wanted to do. That was the cool part, but I couldn't quite get the 3 shot in. All right. We'll come back around again, hopefully. And it went out that way. The hazards of that shot is that it kind of drops out sometimes on the left side. Oh, well. And there it goes again, dropping in the wrong spot. Nope. The game definitely stops and you have to think on where to shoot at times. It can slow you down a little bit, but you know, if you play this game casually, you're still gonna have a lot of fun with it too. There we go. Oh, I missed it. Okay, good. No, still missed it. Where? It's so hard to hit that shot. There we go. Got it that time. All right.
Close all the hatches behind me.
There's my replay sound, and it's only 67 million. That's what made me go, what? That's not a lot of points. There we go. Got it that time. Ooh, I got a smart launcher thing.
Hey, Diva, how you doing?
How's it going, Diva? Oh, baby, that was close. I need to hit the center now, don't I? That's what it looks like.
Mystery ready at Fed 1.
That was close. Yeah, that was a trick shot right there. There we go.
1 Xenomorph.
Woo! There we go.
Mostly come at night. Mostly.
When the freaks come
Going to
out.
Timo's comment about whether DPN or DPX is better, about the same. So, I mean, I think as far as like a simulation of older tables and stuff like that, visual pinball or VPX's current version is really tough to beat. But like the pinball FX type stuff, they're doing a lot of custom and original tables on that platform, so it depends what you like. But I think as far as like trying to replicate the physics of a real pinball machine, I think the visual pinball guys are doing a better job. They just don't have the 3D rendering stuff, but they're getting damn good
There
at
we
it.
go. Ah.
Yeah, there are some commercially available. There's a commercially available one by At Games. They have a virtual pinball cabinet you can buy, but it comes only with select tables. I think people have hacked Visual Pinball onto them. We built a physical pinball machine. I basically got the dimensions of a Williams wide body and then made some adjustments for the monitors that I were using. And so we have I got a 42-inch monitor in 4K monitor in our pinball cabinet.
Stupid. There's your pin back.
That's okay. That was a lot better ball than all the other games I had combined earlier.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I went for the full custom build it from scratch thing.
There we go.
Continue mission.
And I recently upgraded the 4K monitor because I had an older 4K, but it was only 60 hertz. So I upgraded to a 120 hertz one not too long ago in prep for trying to get the software updated. Yeah, I mean, like the Pinball Effects or FX3 type stuff, that's all 3D rendered games.
Finally.
But their physics is still a little bit on the video gaming side.
Host value held.
But yeah, I mean, if you've got a gaming PC already, I suggest trying to load up the visual pinball stuff, VPX, and give that a whirl. Because there's also a lot of guys doing original tables on there too. There's a lot of custom designed from scratch versions too.
40 flamethrower.
You'll find a lot of like ones people have done based on IPs that are licensed IPs, but since they're not selling the software, they can do it.
No. Yay.
At your post.
Okay. Oh, fuck sakes. Alright, okay. Okay. I didn't do much on that one. Here we go.
Morning, Mother.
Alright. Have you ever thought about that call out before? You just thought to yourself, moaning, mother. There we go. Self-destruct.
Yeah, the Pinball Arcade used to have all the a lot of Williams Bally stuff, and then they lost the licensing, lost it to Pinball Effects,
Emergency
or
distress
FX3.
system is now activated.
You got the mini-list mode.
Yeah, because Zen Pinball has a lot of the rights for those now.
Whee! Go in. Thank you.
Yeah.
The atmosphere of this mode is really fun too. Lights up in a cool way. The beacons are fun with it as well. Really cool. I have to think where to go.
BP-70 handgun.
Now where do I go? Oh. Okay.
Values doubled.
Oh, almost had it.
Yeah, Farsight Studios is the one that had made the Pinball Arcade.
There we go.
And they actually had cabinet support too. So for virtual cabinet people, you could easily get their stuff working.
There we
I'm
go.
not sure if Pinball FX can or not. That'd be an answered question for that VPN hub.
Woo, that was close. Oh, what the hell? Did I not do it? I was about to do it!
You failed.
That sucks. I was just about to do the shot. Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that so hard.
All the modes in this game time out.
Yeah, it's
you
annoying
don't-
because you can't really tell when you're out, you know? It doesn't really tell you sometimes, even though sometimes it says you failed and other times it doesn't. It's kind of annoying. Oh well. No,
Pat,
Daniel.
apparently
Okay.
you can get visual
That's
pinball. I think there is a way to do visual pinball on your phone. I think somebody
Yeah, I heard about that too.
did some coding to get it that so you can do it.
Okay, good. We're not leaving. We're not worthy. Okay, let's got it back. Okay, got that one. Oh, I gotta start the mode again. That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay. If I can get the shot.
Mother ready at vent 1.
Well, oh crap. Okay, good. Mother ready at vent 1. Okay, good.
We'll look at there's some release stuff here.
37 shotgun.
No. Okay, good. There we go. Queen's Nest. Okay. We're making our move on to the next modes. I went through all the aliens modes. I'm going through aliens now. Hold on to me.
Hold on to me.
Don't get slippery.
Trying to grab a photo really quick of like one of the later tables that have been released, so I could show like what visual pinball can do.
No. Oh, good. Okay.
Oops.
Oh,
It helps if I actually attach the file to it.
there we go.
2 xenomorphs remain.
Really?
1 xenomorph to go.
And there you go.
Cut the power.
Eat that ball, Queen.
Eat it. Just eat it. Eat it.
Have some more pizza and eat it.
So if you look at the playfield there, Firewing, you see the inserts that are just above the flippers. Green ones represent alien, blue ones represent aliens, and the red ones are multi-balls. So he had started on Alien, and now he's working on the Aliens movie modes.
Okay. No, wrong. Damn it. Good. Tried to do it twice, but I couldn't get one. Oh, that was close. Oh, got one of them at least. There we go. No.
Okay, so here is an example of one of the later released visual pinball tables. This is Scared Stiff that somebody has recently done. So you can kind of see some of the more advanced lighting and rendering they've gotten on these things. So it's actually, they're getting quite good with their work. So,
Whew. Oh, why would you do that? Wow. That really sucked. Sucked. I have another ball, but that was just kind of annoying. All right. Go in there.
enter your initials. How are you
How's it
doing?
Remember, we're looking for civvies in here.
How you doing? Welcome in. It is still hot here in Michigan. Hey, that rhymed. I'm a poet and don't even know it. That's how we ride.
Yeah, and it's the best. You know, if you don't want to join the Discord, if you hit to let's see, vpuniverse.com,
Nope.
I think that's it.
No. I'm missing
that's it.
everything.
So if you go over to this site, this is where a lot of you'll be able to get look at a lot of the tables that have been recently released. There are two main virtual pinball sites where that's where people upload the tables and games.
There we go.
It's where you can find the ROMs and all sorts of stuff too. And then, of course, they're all hobbyist creations, so the quality will vary from table to table. VP Workshop is kind of a group of them that probably do the best work. So if you see something from VP Workshop, it's probably one of the better versions of it.
I pretty much missed every shot in that load.
Wayland inlane needed to qualify mission.
Oh. Nope. Okay, cool.
Save Newt multi-ball.
All right. Well, I got that.
So
at
that
least.
means he's completed 2 life cycles. So the
There we go.
little squares that light up green represent the 4 life cycles of the Xenomorph. The egg, the face
Got the
hugger, the chest burster, and the Xeno. And you have to go through, you have to do that twice in order to qualify Save Newt multi-ball. And they'll light up in sequence.
I'll just get another extra ball. Never mind. Maybe not. Why is it quiet on the machine? Everything was quiet on the machine, though. It was like no music, no sounds, nothing. Scary. Too silent. I mean, something's wrong.
Firewing number 3, there's Elvira's House of Horrors, which is a fairly recent machine by Stern. So there were a total of 3 Elvira pins.
Oh, ooh, look at that.
They're ready at vent 1.
Ah. Oh, no.
You
Oh,
know,
poopy.
EYI
all the money.
is streaking
Thank you.
and subscribing.
Oh my gosh, EY, thank you so much for the 27 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew, that was a workout.
Yeah, Firewing, the first 2 were Williams Valley ones.
Oh, no. Oh, that was
I think they were both under the Williams banner.
Ooh,
But I could be wrong.
See, I mentioned that. I love it when I do something accidentally and I did it anyway. All right.
So Ed needs the
need that.
the in lanes. Well, now he qualified it. So he shats that one up there, and it triggered the in lane switch, which then qualified the airlock.
That's it. I meant to do that. It wasn't an accidental shat. Now that was a shat.
Well, a true shats is when you hit it back up the in lane, and then it goes to the out lane.
Oh.
That's a true shats. But everybody kind of just calls it when you
I feel like
back up the lane as shats.
there's like a multiple meaning word here because sometimes you can say shats like you really fucked it up, like you shatsed it, you know,
well,
or
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Well, that's kind of
Or-
what it's kind of what it is. Is like
Okay.
if you tip it to go up the in lane, but it goes so fast up the in lane and it drops into the out lane, that is shatsing it.
Yeah.
But I always call that shot. You do a shats because I use that to stop the ball a lot too.
Oh, right. Oh, hey. Or drop catch. There.
I think it had to do that. They tried to like separate them thematically and like more of like crazy mechs and stuff on the Valley stuff, but there was a whole lot of crossover. So I don't know. It didn't ever hold a consistent. This
There
is
we
a
go.
Valley. This is a Williams.
Oh, stage flipping. I gotta get used to that.
It was
I
always
just-
kind of silly why once they combined to the company, why they even bothered to have 2 different brand names.
Whew, baby, that was close. Come on, baby. Come back to me. There he goes. Okay.
Bonus multiplier held.
Pinball 2000, I think, was just straight up Williams, but there were only 2 of those games.
I knew that was going to happen. Oh, well. That's okay.
Yeah, because there was only Revenge from Mars and Star Wars Episode 1 before they sold off or shut down the pinball division.
All right. I just did a remix here.
Bally decided there was too much money to be made in slot machines and not enough to be made in pinball.
I'm not on the board. Oh, well. All right.
You have a long way to go to be on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I did a whole lot better than earlier, though, so I'll take it.
So 1.5,
God,
1.3, 837, 713, and 676.
You mean I got to double my efforts?
You have to double your effort.
What?
Yeah. To get on the board.
Time to exercise. N1, N2, N3, N4. They Konami'd us. Oh, well. Well, we have ourselves to blame because we're the ones that are setting the high scores on this particular game, at least, so.
Oh!
That's a gut punch.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the games? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Konami has been known to not release games for one reason or another, for various reasons, or they just simply just don't do it. But there's a lot of companies now that are kind of failing. Like, AAA games seems to be a thing of the past now. I've heard anyway. They're just not making as much money, and they're spending way too much money and time on and resources on things that don't make money.
Yeah.
Additional time granted.
Oh, Konami chose Pachinko. Pachinko itself is also kind of an interesting anomaly.
When I think of Pachinko, I think of, oh, so boring.
Well, I was thinking more like, you know, if a slot machine and pinball had a baby, it would kind of be more like Pachinko, because there is still a sliver of skill involved with it, but a hell of a lot more to love than say pinball. I don't know. It's kind of interesting how it evolved, I guess.
I mean, gambling is big business, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Japan's no
FanDuel,
exception.
you know, all of those damn addictive gambling sites.
Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious, isn't it? We were watching this one special. There's a channel on YouTube called Search Party, and they did an expose on sport farms. And what it is over in Russia and other countries, they basically have a bunch of people that they hire at, I don't know, $20 a day or whatever, literally just playing sports.
And random ass sports and stuff.
And random ones to clickbait you into going to their website, because eventually you may only spend 10%, you know, of your money on these like silly games to clickbait you in, but then once you're in, then they'll, you know, say, oh, try our casino games, you know, blackjack, blah, 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 and that's how they get you, basically. Yeah. But it's just kind of weird seeing the dystopia Squid Game looking, you know, games that are coming out.
Oh, failed the mode, damn it.
Website, basically. Hence the name Sport Farms. Sport Farms.
Yeah, all right. Now I got the next mode qualified, and I started the next mode. All right, Tunnel Hunt. Yeah. Tunnel Hunt. This one is a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is what you're supposed to be hitting. So, this game lends itself a little more towards like precision, stop and get the ball to do certain specific things.
Yep. Yeah, pinball in real life is pretty fun. As I've grown to like over the years. I grew up near an arcade. I would walk over to a pizza place all the time, play pinball, and you know, Samurai Showdown or whatever it was during that time.
2 is an absurdly. Oh, hey, got it by luck.
Nice. You can never sit down and play pinball; it just feels wrong. Yeah, yeah, I have to agree with you, because for one thing, you won't be able to nudge the machine if we were sitting down. At least not very well, anyway, right?
All right.
And 2, I've only sat down on those big high
Drop to the right. Drop to the right. Drop to
Yes.
the right.
That's the thing that's hard about
No.
this. No, that's what's going to happen a lot in that shot that Gary's doing.
It seems that they seem to. If it comes in from the left, it seems to drop out to the left. If it comes from the right, it seems to drop to the right. There's something weird
Yeah.
with the geometry that,
It's interesting.
depending on which orbit you hit, depends on when. Even though there's the randomness of the pops, it still seems to favor certain ways.
Yeah. But yeah, bar stools are the only thing I would sit on for a video game, not a pinball machine.
Oh, that was just me flubbing.
Or if I'm really, really lazy,
Vision to
and I'm really lazy, like it's the end of the night, I don't want to stand anymore, and nothing else to do. Sure, I'll play pinball on a stool.
skill shot.
And generally, if it's at that point where I'm that tired, I just I'm gonna go sit at the bar.
Yeah, stretch my legs a little bit. You're 42. Yeah.
Value held.
Well, I'm 47 myself, so I feel you.
And I'm even older.
Yeah. Damn old farts. It really is. I've always enjoyed this game. I'm really happy that we found it when we did. Thank you so much for that, Follow Pinball Wizard. We only knew about it because we saw it once at a place in Minneapolis when Highway Pinball, the company this originally was from, had it out for one weekend, and then it crashed and burned. And
Yeah,
didn't
when it
fixed
first
again.
came out, we saw it with the Tilt Pinball Bar in Minneapolis was getting it. So we went down there a debut weekend and got to play it. And we really enjoyed it. And we were like, oh, we want to spend some more time on it and get better at the game. And then,
Yep.
lo and behold,
We are
it
today.
it broke right away, and they took it off location, and the company went bankrupt. So
Yeah. But once we knew it was out again, we're like, okay, we're taking a chance because we
Yeah.
we were really thrilled with it. It really gave us a huge impression.
yeah, Diva, yeah, that is exactly what would happen. I can't sit still enough while I'm playing pinball. 'Cause
Yeah.
my legs do all sorts of leg things when I'm playing.
First hyperspeed lock.
Yeah, you'll learn how to do some moonwalking moves, some spins. You'll wear some, like I wear mostly socks. I don't wear shoes in the house. And
Oh, damn it! That
I've
just took a
spun
bad bounce on me.
holes on the heels of my socks because I'm spinning on my heel
Yeah, I wear
and
house.
torching my body.
I have house shoes. I like the support of having the shoe.
I just don't like having shoes on all the damn time because my feet, just like my whole body, sweat too damn much. You know. Ugh. You looked it up. You were right. Episode 1 was released as Williams, and Revenge from Mars was released as Midway.
Oh, it was
Okay.
actually Midway.
Makes sense because I think one was a mid to, level prestige kind of title. The other one was the top shelf title, sort of like Old Navy, Gap, and then it's Banana Republic. That whole order of the hierarchy of clothes. Why I know this because I worked at Old Navy once.
I always just call them Pinball 2000 games. I never really
Oh.
paid attention to which company name it was under. Just like even like the stuff that is from the Williams Valley era, they're the same company. They run the same electronics behind
Yeah.
it.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying the same thing like Midway Valley is. They're trying to just kind of give a nod to it mostly more than anything. I don't know. I don't know why you would divide your company that way. Maybe to sound cool. Maybe that's the only reason. The car companies do the same thing, right? Like, what's the expensive model of a Ford?
Well, I mean, they have different brand names, but there's a lot of differences in the cars content-wise.
Yeah.
but-
Oh, I see. So other than the prestige.
Yeah, like you got Ford and Lincoln. Lincoln's their luxury division, so the cars that come out under the Lincoln division might be different chassis, but they're always going to have more leather and other more advanced electronics.
Sure.
Oh,
Oh,
damn
that was
it!
a crap bounce.
That was a crap bounce.
Wonder if anyone has thought of making a pinball game size for people confined to wheelchairs.
There are a bunch of accessibility accessories to where people can buy the equipment to mod it to like hand controllers, so people in wheelchairs can play pinball.
Yep. You see them all the time at Pinball Expo, and I'm sure they're all over the internet too.
Oh, thank you for.
I don't honestly
Wow.
remember the name, but you can probably type into Google and do some research.
Pinball accessibility.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a.
Yeah, because there's different ones too. There's one that you can hold in your hand, and I'm sure there's other ones too that, depending on what disability you have, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Not bad for
It's a really neat
But it's
opportunity.
yeah, it's like plug and play stuff, especially for the
Right.
newer Sterns. These wiring harness will plug into the original harness.
Yeah, I mean there are some rare games, Firewing, that are slightly smaller than a normal pinball machine size. I think Super Mario Brothers, for example, had like a smaller version of it.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling it only came out majority-wise in Japan, but there was some that sort of found its
Yeah.
way here.
But the
But
but even those smaller ones are still not formats for
No.
like handicap
right,
type players. They're just
yeah, they're still fairly big and cumbersome.
because what wasn't it Safecracker had two
Safecracker.
different sizes.
Yeah, yep.
All right, I want a nice clean
Yeah.
dispersal this time.
And the little one's weird.
It
Like,
doesn't
I played-
It doesn't play
No.
very well.
It doesn't. It's fun to try it though.
Get on the ready line,
If you're used to the normal one, that one would be.
No!
Oh, crappy
Oh.
angle.
That just gave me a crap.
Crappy angle.
Well, it depends. I mean, you can go all the way down here and actually still, actually see.
Yeah, that's why I
The
do the
game?
chin bar.
Yeah.
Action button move.
So, as long as you're literally tall enough to see over the front of the game, you
Right.
can, as long as you can reach the controls.
Exactly. As long as I can see and all of that.
Yeah, you just get a different perspective on the game. It's like
Yeah.
EYI's flipper cam. We used to have one of those that we used to use too.
Yeah.
But,
UI does the flipper cam.
yep. But we kept hitting it with our hands when we were trying to do stuff, so we stopped doing it.
Here, let me do some shout outs.
my
I haven't
God.
done that yet.
I am just getting the world's worst bounces.
Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to Cammy since I didn't do that earlier.
Wow.
If you want to see some awesome action, whether it's video games, whether it's pinball, Amiga Cammy's got you covered.
To airlock.
It's fun to hang out, and I'm sure you're gonna have a good fun time hanging out with her at the channel. So make sure you guys follow. Here we go. Well, what was
Oh
that
my
short
God.
table that came out recently? Asked Firewing.
Well, that was the Wonderland pinball.
Oh,
one.
yeah,
yeah, but it's not out yet.
got problems.
No, they're still working on it. We're still skeptical if it's going to be $1,000 at this point.
Or if
They could
they'll,
be-
if they've committed to selling it for that, are they going to be just losing money on every one of them and then not survive? So
I hope not. I hope they survive. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Cammy. Guess it's sitting. I could get the same eyes height. Maybe I'm sold because the shorter you have, the angle of the view is different.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's funny to think any angle really does work once you get used to it. And in fact, you can also kind of decide if you want the tilt of the playfield itself to be steeper versus not, because that's another thing that can also kind of just help you along the way with the game itself. Especially if there's a disability involved or what have you. Then if you tilt it a little forward or a little, where it's a little more level, the ball tends to move a little slower. And there are places out there that will just do that, just to make the games easier too. So there's a lot of ways to do it. You back to limited edition of the Alice pen. Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned that before. I'm hoping that they pull through.
Yeah.
And that it does what they do, and
Wow.
all of those good things. Not a good start, I know, Gary.
I am not on it. At
You
all.
were when you started.
Yeah.
You were when you. It's like that every
Too
night,
busy a
folks.
week at work, I guess.
Probably.
Got a lot going on.
I'm always all over the map. Sometimes I'm great out of the box. Sometimes I'm terrible until the end. This time I was doing all right in the middle, so I'll take it.
Get hot.
batting cleanup for Wild Dog Arcade. It's Gary. There goes my change. So you slap the table more to make it tougher to play. Sick. Level hard mode. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you could do. You can make it even steeper and the ball will go even quicker. Depending on the overall angles of the flippers, you have to also take that into account, because otherwise it starts doing air balls.
Yeah, people also like home games. They'll run them at different their angles that they like to play them at. Like we run ours fairly steep.
Yeah.
So they play a little faster.
Right. Yeah, that's sort of another discovery too, I suppose, because I don't recall if we made TNA a little steeper than normal. Oh, ooh, come on. Yes. Or not when we first bought it, but yeah.
We've changed it. We've played around with it over the years.
I think, yeah.
It doesn't get any easier or harder. It's just hard.
Yeah, that's true. Some games are just going to always be that way. No! Wake up early in the morning to scream if you want to catch people from America. Yeah, the time zones, yeah. That's the problem with anyone in Australia. It's like anytime that we see anyone, it's always got to be the morning if you're streaming at night. And that's if you're streaming at night, you know. I don't know what it is. I guess there's just simply more people in America versus Australia or whatever.
Our population is much different.
Yeah.
Plus, the pinball industry is pretty America-centric as far as like the companies.
Yeah.
Or has been historically.
Sure.
So it's...
Bummer, man.
I mean, I don't know what the population of Australia is, but it's nowhere near what the U.S. is. So.
Right. Okay, 300 million versus 28 million. Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys, how many time zones are there across Australia, too?
Well, yeah, that's a good question.
Because we have 4 here, so I think you got probably at least that.
Sure, there's at least 4, if not more than that, yeah.
Oh, no, there's got to be way more.
Oh, yeah, in Canada, too. That's true, yeah. Oh, yeah, 3 or 4? Okay. Can we just do away with time zones in general? You know?
It still wouldn't matter. You still got to wake up when it's sunlight, so...
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I get annoyed mostly, at least being here in Michigan, where at winter, the sun goes down at 4:30 in the afternoon. But right now, summertime, it doesn't go down until 10 o'clock at night sometimes. Which is kind of crazy to watch, because I grew up in California where the sun, during the summer, would go down in the latest at 8 o'clock. Never nearly as long as here.
Well, that's the difference. We're kind of towards the back of the time zone here in Michigan.
Yeah.
And California is at the very front of the time zone.
Yeah, kind of a bummer. South Australia is the only one that has a half an hour difference. Oh, really? Only a half an hour difference. Wow.
Isn't there like a Canadian something place in Canada that's the same way or something?
Oh, huh. What's our max score that we got on this table? Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'm coming nowhere near that tonight.
No.
Oh my God, I can't even like.
I think we eventually reset the score on the machine.
No.
Or does it still have your 1.5 billion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I looked at it earlier, the lowest
Okay.
was 630 something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, God, that's crazy because my highest on this apparently is only 662 million. This game is hard. I guess it's just not the same scoring style as a Stern game, because usually Sterns, you know right away, oh, well, I got a billion, that's a great game.
Yeah.
That's usually
This one, if you get a half a billion, you've had a pretty good game.
Yeah.
That one where I got a 1.5, I just did everything right. And I think I almost went to All Out War twice.
You got this, my fellow dead flip monk.
Yeah.
You're right, I forgot to do the dead flip stuff tonight. Oh, that's okay. I'll wait for, I don't know, something. I could try it now, I guess, after Gary's game. We'll see how far I can do with it. No, if I remember. 'Cause I'd love to say that I'm going to do a flip, and then I proceed to forget entirely.
Or he gets really,
normal.
he gets so impatient really fast that he just stops doing it too. There's that.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
I can't do that.
Well, yeah, the ball is. I gotta keep moving the ball. That's my brain at a constant rate, and it's kind of annoying. I need to calm it down, give it some Ritalin. I don't know, something. You know. It's like, it's okay, brain. You can do dead flip. It's okay. It's a weird habit to break.
And I just am not. I'm just bricking every shot. Like
Tough pinball games are the best, regardless of brand. Yeah. Hell, on the Bride of Pinbot, I'm gonna shoot that for $5 billion. Yeah, Pride of Pinbot. Pinbot. I just made that as a funny, just on accident. Anyway, I never was a big fan of the game. Gary hasn't been a big fan of the game, and I kind of forgotten that, yeah, it does have a low score to it in the first place, too.
Unless you hit that one shot over and over again.
Right.
Bride of Pinbot.
Mm.
It's got that one's definitely suffers from a broken code. Oh, good. Hey, thank you for both going over there.
Hey, well, one of them at least made it. Why, thank you. Please don't do that. You might get injured.
I actually completed that. Or
Yeah,
at least, sorry, that's not completed.
To be fair, though, I have finally built the habit of doing dead flip on Godzilla specifically. And it's only because of one specific thing that happens when a ball comes out of the scoop. It's so easy to just let it bounce off the left flipper and then
Rush is the same way.
Yeah.
When the scoop shoots it out, you can just easily just get, whoa, hello.
Oh, hi, airball. I always forget to do it on Rush. I don't know why. Oh, I built a bad habit. That's why.
Oh,
crap.
I just can't flip tonight. It's just, I am just.
You were doing great at the beginning. I guess that was all the mojo you had left for the week.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Too many fast-paced projects this week. I've had to do a lot of crap really quick.
Crap, and then you're getting it done in 8 hours.
So
you're not doing like
far,
10-hour shifts or anything to get it done.
Mentally, I burn so much mental energy because I work really quickly at work.
Yeah.
And I get complimented all the time, but I run out of that mental energy. I just can't go longer.
I see.
Yeah, it's just like I have a.
The light that burns bright twice is what was that saying again?
The light that burns twice
Was bright as
or something like that. Yeah.
burns short or some such. I don't know.
Yeah, the ball is
Anyway.
definitely was flipping me off that whole last like group of times on there.
If the ball had a finger, it's currently flipping you off. Wave back at it and say hi. 3 and 5 multi-ball jacks me up, still learning of the do's and don'ts of multi-ball. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's kind of the thing, Tebow, that I've always enjoyed the most out of pinball. Myself, personally, is anytime there's a multi-ball involved, that has been the most intense and fun and fulfilling thing to get good at. Because I remember I'm kind of thinking about what it was like as an earlier player, because we streamed pinball for 5 years at this point, and I'm kind of watching and thinking about what my thought process was on how to do it versus now on how I perform it and what I do, and it's a long way. It's kind of fascinating. So the more you play, the better you get, basically.
Yeah, Diva. Like 2 months ago, I transitioned to a new group at work, going from a production-based program into an innovation group, working on future tech for the kind of system that I'm an engineer for, and we're concepting all of this stuff, and we actually got loaned out to a chassis group to work on a unrelated system because we're experts in this one area and this is going to need some of that expertise. So that was like a month long, but then now we're working on a couple of big things. And in fact, I filed for a patent today, or I put a patent.
Was it yesterday?
What?
I thought it was yesterday.
Well, I put it in today, so I actually submitted the submission today.
Okay.
So add to my portfolio of patents.
Congratulations, Gary.
I'm an engineer. I know how to make stuff.
Yeah, I'm currently at what I'm doing right now at work is 10-hour shifts. Now, granted, not as long as what Gary's doing, mind you, but because we have summer sessions, I'm doing the morning and the afternoon and evenings, working with the students. So I have to get all of that ready. I have to constantly change things at the last minute. It's kind of annoying. And it's basically like a giant puzzle of it all. There are programs I have to worry about. I have to worry about the teachers doing their jobs too, because it's hard to find good teachers nowadays, you know. But, you know, it's the most rewarding job I could ever have. In probably my whole life. Oh. Oh, I had a chance. I'm trying to get that extra ball. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, hello.
Mother ready at vent 1.
Well, I failed that one. Boop. It's a little boop. Little nose boop right there. Nothing major here.
Sleep lock qualified.
Alright. Alright. Ah! I kind of want to just try to do the extra ball the whole time before I get another mode started almost.
Qualifies mission.
Oop. Ah! That was way late on that one apparently. Oh, I almost had it there though. Hell yeah. Yes. Oh. Woo, look at that one.
Stay at your
That was some
post.
backspin on that. Never give up.
Yeah, good. At least I think I'm on at least 11 patents. So
Packets of what?
patents.
Oh, patents, sorry. Packets of ketchup. I own 3 packets of ketchup. Sorry.
Morning, Mother.
3 teachers in my life were still to this day really Thanksgiving you. Understand the putting of yeah. It's a pretty thankless job, and at this point, with the
Even
way
more
that
thankless.
sorry,
Even more thankless.
right. I was gonna say now this day and age, it's more thankless thanks to current events, but I digress.
Mission authorized.
A dumb population is an easily controlled population.
Wants to go that way. There we go.
Drive it into the airlock and zap it into outer space.
Driving in the airlock. I want to. The airlock of another reality. Can I leave this reality? I reject your reality and substitute my own.
He wants to go to the one where we're animals. Yeah.
Yes. That's walk and talk. Exclusively.
1 xenomorph to go.
Yourself. No. Oh, look at that. Nice.
Oh wow! Lob it up there for it to grab.
Yeah.
That's an easy kill. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're underappreciated, and unfortunately, it's been really, really difficult to handle the parents mostly at this point. And I get it. My heart goes out to the parents because they're the ones that are kind of going through a lot because they're worrying about their next generation and all. But the problem is there's just too much demand and not enough teachers really at the end of the day.
Well, nobody wants to go into education because it pays so little.
Right. You cannot live on
you
a
You can almost
salary.
make more at fast food than as a teacher.
If you were in management, probably. Whoa!
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hey, RLM, how you doing? Oh, you have the Ripley edition. Yeah, we bought one. Ours is like game number 38 of the Pinball Brothers one. So we have an SV here.
Come on. Come down, little ball. Oh, not that way. Whoa. I love center posts. Damn it. I see that as 2 grain. Come on, let's go. You already said that twice already.
Yeah, yours has much better lighting. We have a lot of external lighting on this game in order to make it show up on screen. The SV is a very, very atmospheric game. Is a good way to put it.
Ooh, nice backhand on that.
Yeah, the Ripley edition has the different cabinet artwork, back-to-box artwork. It's got some more standardized lighting. When they came out with that Ripley edition, it actually came in under the LVs, and it was actually really good value.
Sorry. I was breaking the fourth wall from your conversation. I was joining your conversation. I apologize.
I have no idea what he's doing.
I'm going knucking futz.
He is going knucking futz.
That's what it is all about in pinball. It is a cause of celebration for the world that we are living in. To just play a little pinball and go nuts. That is my decree here.
Yeah, it's mostly just the difference between the versions is mostly lighting and artwork. The gameplay playfields are identical, and the code's identical.
Mystery ready at vent
Oh, I didn't quite get it.
When they released it, the SVs were the only ones that were out, and for a good chunk of time, they only had the SVs available, and then they released the LV, the limited version, and then they discontinued the standard version, and then came out with the Ripley edition. At the same time, when the Ripley edition came out, they updated the code to include scenes with Ripley in it. That was like one of the big things. But though, thankfully, that code is universal across all the machines, so we're actually able to run the Ripley code as well. So I have lost, of those stupid stand-up targets, I've actually lost the micro switches on them. They're garbage target designs. The one that's to the left of the right scoop gets hammered, and I went through like 2 or 3 of those, knocking off the micro switch, and I actually took it apart. Luckily, I had like a Data East one around, unriveted the plastic, riveted onto a leaf spring, but then maintained the LED board, but took the micro switch off of it to get the light up target. And so far, that's been very robust, but it was kind of I had to do a lot of work. I want to convert all of them to leaf springs, because there's 2 things that leaf springs did. Is light hits will still register the leaf spring, whereas a light hit with the micro switch wouldn't always register because it has to go in so far. So I fixed that one. I have not lost any target heads, just the rivets going bad. But we did, since we had such an early game, I had gotten 3 different generations of targets from them for free because early ones had problems.
There we go.
Bending really bad. This game had all of the under playfield boards replaced, all of the under playfield wiring, and a new playfield box as well. It was an early game that was still using a lot of leftover highway parts. So we got a lot of things. Customer service has been really good for us, and they shipped out those parts.
There we go.
You know, no questions asked. You know, taking care of early customers, so we were glad of that. Ever since it's got all the board and the wiring replaced, it's been, knock on wood, reliable.
Reliable sound. Damn it, why didn't I do that earlier? Oh.
Yeah, Pinball Life now sells the Data East style 3-dimensional stand-up target, but with a more a beefier back bracket. So what I want to do is get all the Pinball Life ones, get all of the boards for the LEDs, merge them together, so then the way I get a good hybrid of leaf springs with LED lit stuff. Also, the SVs did not come with the wiring for the small light up stand-ups. Or they weren't coded in initially, and then some of the later ones they shipped me actually had the wiring included, so I plugged them in, and then they enabled it in the code later, so then now all our stand-up targets are lit. Oh, I was doing that.
Oh, I could have done that too if I really was like, I could have bumped that up
slam
and
tilt, yeah,
into the reverse switch.
But yeah, we do enjoy this game. It's
Yeah.
it's definitely not like any of our other games geometry-wise, which is what's kind of nice.
Yeah. Any company that does that,
Yeah.
I always take note of that kind of idea. Because nowadays companies are just out for money only.
Yeah.
It feels like anyway.
I mean, they still didn't His reports are that they've only sold shy of 900 of these games, so all in all, their volumes have been pretty small.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would like to be selling more games.
Right.
But they recently discontinued this game because of licensing probably expired.
Oh, huh. Bummer. Bummer again. I missed the shot.
But yeah. They're still selling Queen and Abba, but now Predator's coming out, so.
Oh, there we go. Ah. I have one ball locked, and I want to do the other one, too.
One xenomorph to go.
Oh, I got that at least. Okay.
Yeah, when I finally get around to cleaning up the P&A back here, I got to figure out I got to sell it and figure out what to buy next.
Yeah.
To replace it.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, did I? Okay, good. I was going to say that. I just like, oh, good, I got that. Oh, give it back to me. You mean. You're so mean. You suck.
Yeah, the same manufacturer's making Predator, so it's a different layout in the game. Yeah, so it's not the same game reskinned. It's a new game.
All right.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we're not bothering to play or do anything with Harry Potter for a wide variety of reasons, but mostly the disagreements with the creator of the Harry Potter world.
Oh my God, I am disagreeing with that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell my gameplay is off of its peak now. The bell curve has been ridden over now. There we go. At least I got that from the start. Right back to go.
A lot of the same reasons why Elon Musk has been getting a lot of hate. Is,
Yeah.
you use your wealth to hurt other people.
Oh, speaking of ruining, everyone that you love, the lead singer of Disturbed, he did some discouraging comments during his Ozzy Osbourne concert.
Who? The Disturbed guy.
Disturbed guy, yeah.
Anti-Semitic, right?
Yeah, well, he's for Israel, and basically against
Palestine. Right?
Yeah, against Palestine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I guess I ruined that song now.
Yeah, not gonna buy any new stuff from him.
No.
Yeah, J.K. Ballings, yeah.
Yay! Finally!
Yay! Somebody finally got Hypersleep Multi-Ball tonight.
I didn't think I was going to get it tonight, but I got it. Yay!
Yeah, we've been having a cold night on this game.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he gone off the rails.
Lots of people going off the rails now. It's nuts. Life is nuts.
Yeah.
Like, life is perspective and all, but can we have some new perspective and everything?
Yeah.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore. To quote a certain character.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, son of a sucker.
Son of a biscuit.
I did something, whatever I did.
So when the ball goes into the left out lane, you cannot nudge it to get it to go to the left flipper. But do you see the white arrows in the left out lane?
Uh-huh.
Those are I'm talking to talking to Firewig. Those are ball saves. They can, sometimes you'll have one lit, sometimes you get two lit. But there is essentially there's a series of posts in there, so it's kind of like a Plinko game. If one light is lit, you can nudge it to try to bounce it to the white side to save your ball, because that's crew revive. So that's a little nudge skill game in the outlanes there. Like right now, he has got 2 lights lit, which would mean that no matter which side of the plinko he went down, it would save that ball.
Oh, well, poopy. Yeah, I guess so. Dude, time flies by too fast. I want to be a kid longer. This adulting stuff is for the birds.
Yeah. Adulting sucks, man.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I want
Oh,
to.
God. Yeah, please don't. Please don't start singing, Ed.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm going to have to sing now that my computer reset. Why did you reset computer? Oh, the internet went down and then you decided to, reboot or some such.
Oh.
It's great when it happens.
Like I said, you need to pull everything off, and then I need just to wipe that computer.
Yeah, I know. But that's just a project that I just keep putting off.
Yes, it is.
It's just so annoying.
And then you keep complaining. Well, thanks everybody for coming by tonight. We'll be back on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely keep an eye on our social media. We're Wild Dog Arcade on Instagram, on Blue Sky, and on Threads. We let everybody know what we're doing. We also, that day, usually midday, sometime in the afternoon, post other videos and stuff to our YouTube channel. We let everybody know. We have a Discord as well.
Yeah, I'll give you the Discord here.
If you're in the Discord world, you can give us a join. We talk news, pinball, game room stuff, random stuff.
Happy stuff.
Music stuff, car stuff.
Exactly, all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff. Stuff!
Weird stuff, too, sometimes, but not usually. All right. Oh, wait, I'm going to the wrong place.
You went to the wrong site.
My brain is turning off. It's already time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Pinball, here we go.
But again, thanks, everybody. It's been fun. We were a little cold tonight on the game, so...
I mean, I did all right. I got the modes we wanted to tonight, and I got at least 2 the midway point of the game.
Yeah, I didn't get to my all-out war like I wanted. So.
I know we can raid. We're going to raid Angry. He's got a new pen. He's got Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry.
Nice.
Angry Old Gang.
Gaming official.
Yeah.
There it is.
For
sure.
Say hi to JJ for us.
Yeah, thank you, TiVo, for stopping in. And Rainbows, thanks as well for you and everybody else. That's what's cool about pinball. We love pinball. Have fun with it. Mm-hmm. Can we have more pinball in our lives, please? Can we not have adulting anymore?
We need to win the lottery so then we can just play pinball.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We'll see you on Sunday. Thanks again.
All right.
Bye. As I hit the button. And there we go.